Hello, this is Lady Isis. I'm back again to do a really quick video on why I do not support businesses owned and run by black men. For those of you out there thinking, well, that's harsh, I'm going to tell you why. Ladies, have you ever noticed that black men do not talk to you unless it's for monetary gain or sexual pleasure? That's the only time they open up their lips and say anything to you. Anything outside of that, they are not talking to you. They're running, they're hiding like some cowards and completely avoiding you. Now, um, for those of you who saying, well, that's just probably where you live. No, I travel, I go everywhere, and this is and where I encounter black men in different states. Also, for those of you who saying, well, where's the proof? I'm about to give you some proof. These are just small examples of things that's happened to me in my life only, that I'm going to use as proof of this video. But I want to begin by saying that, I had a friend who worked for Walmart, and she told me that the new Walmart policy was if any employee comes within a certain feet from a customer, they had to greet the customer, say hello, and ask could they help them. And I know this to be true because from now on, like, all of the Walmart employees ask me, could they help me with something? And they haven't been doing that before. But I noticed if it's a white male or a white female, they will speak to me. Hispanic male, Hispanic female, they will speak to me. I really don't see black women stocking the shelves, but for the black men who are stocking the shelves, they will not say anything to me, even though it's a Walmart policy. And some of them will try to play it out and act like they're really into their jobs, like they'll look down at their pallet the whole time and put the things up on the shelf, trying to pretend that they don't see you in an attempt to keep from saying something to you. I only had one black man look at me and smile and ask, could he help me with anything? Just one time out of all the employees black male employees that I have encountered. And I just simply smiled at him and looked and said, no, thank you. I was very nice to him, and he was very nice to me. But it was only one. And I say that to say this, even though it's a policy for you to talk to me, a lot of black men are not going to talk to you. So if they're not going to talk to you when their job requires it, and they're not going to talk to you out in the street, why do you only want to talk to me when you have something to sell me, or when I present like myself as a financial option to you, or you want sex? Okay, so let's get into my examples. I was walking out to my car, and I walked by this black man. He said, you smell good. Automatically know something's up because black men do not tell me that I smell good. Then he says, what type of perfume do you wear? So now I know you're selling perfume, and I'm not going to buy any of your perfume or your essential oils. I already know that. So I said, no, thank you. And he was like, what, you don't wear perfume? That's his way to engage me in conversation. And I said, no, thank you. And he goes, well, you look like the type of woman that would like this type of scent. And he started digging through his bag and stuff, trying to basically tell me what type of woman that I look like. Basically he was trying to read me to sell me some perfume. But I looked at him once again and I said, no, thank you, but you have a nice day, okay? And it's like you almost have to talk to them like they're second graders. So when I said that, he just took a bow and he said, you too, and he walked off and went to go harass someone else. The second time I was in the parking lot again, and they always catch you in the parking lot, this black man ran up behind me and was like, sister, sister. So they only call you sister when they want something from you. Any other time, I'm not your sister. And so he was dressed, real professional. He tried to hand me a business card to Chick-fil-A. And I think he might have been a Chick-fil-A franchise owner. Otherwise, why else would he be out in the hot sun? So he said, well, the first number of customers get a free this, and he started going down all the discounts and stuff that they have. I didn't even take his business card. I was like, no, thank you. I'm not interested, but you have a good day and you be careful. I just want to end the conversation, real friendly. I try not to get an attitude with people because I understand you have a job to do. And he was like, you too, and he walked off. Next time I'm at the gas pump, and this guy, he just appears from behind the gas pump. I didn't even see him there, like some little ghostly, ashy little black Houdini. And he was like, sister, once again, here we go, sister. He's like, what type of music do you like? I didn't even say anything to him. I just kept pumping my gas. And he said, you like that old school, you like that R&B, and was like shuffling through his CDs, trying to sell me some CDs. I didn't even look at him. I just kept pumping my gas. And when he realized I was ignoring him, he just put his stuff back in his backpack and he walked off. And my daughter goes, Mom, that man was trying to talk to you. I'm like, I know he was. And I didn't say anything else to my daughter. I just got in the car because, I just didn't want to be bothered. I'm not trying to support your little, bootleg CD selling career. Next time I was in the store getting a money order. And like I said, I got stories, y'all. I'm in the store, I'm getting a money order. And I have my son and my daughter with me. And my daughter's about 18 months old. And I have her sitting in a little basket. So two black men come up behind me, and they're really tall, and they're laughing and joking. And one of the black men tell me that my daughter's cute because she's looking at him like kids do. And he said, "Oh, she's so cute." First of all, a red flag goes up because no black man has ever told me that my kids are cute. And they started laughing at my kids, thinking they're funny, with the little stuff that they were doing. No black man has ever thought my kids were that damn funny. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, nigga, what's going on? Let's hurry up and get to it because I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. So then my son asked me if he can get something. I said, yeah, and he walks off. And then the man goes, who cuts his hair? Okay, now I know you're a barber. You're trying to promote your business. So I said, he has a barber. And then he said, well, we just opened up a new barbershop. And he pulled the flyer out of his pocket, and he's and he tries to hand it to me. Once again, I didn't take it. And he said, just bring him, by real quick, and I'll just line him up real quick. And I said, no, thank you. He has a barber. And so he gets a little embarrassed, and he's with his friend. And he jokingly says, girl, you better take this card. And him and his friend start laughing. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm not laughing. This is not a joke. And I don't want your fucking card. So, he puts the card back, and, they get on their phones and start talking, trying to avoid me now all of a sudden, which is what they should have been doing in the first place because that's normal behavior for them. And I get my money order and I go. Next incident, I'm walking into a store, and like I said, they always get you when you're walking into a store. You're in a parking lot and stuff like that. This guy is cruising through the parking lot real slow. He stops right in front of me. And he is like, "Do you like Cajun food?" So I'm like, okay, here we go again. And before I could say yes or no, he's like, yeah, we just opened up a Cajun restaurant down there on the corner of such and such and such and such, and start reading off the menu and everything. So I just kind of start walking off, and I guess he realized at that moment I'm not interested, and he kind of starts inching his car forward. He's like, all right, sister, see, there goes sister again. Like, all right, sister, hope to see you there. I just go on the side of the store. I'm not worried about you. And then another time I'm at the gas pump, a black man comes running up to me, all hot and tired and distressed, like, oh my God, like he's just so, about to give up on life. And he says, ma'am, I'm from out of state, and I'm broke down, I need some money to get home, sister. Can you help a brother out? So now I'm sister and now he's brother. And he pulls out an ID card out of his pocket. And the way he's holding his fingers, he's strategically holding his fingers over certain information on the ID card, which I think may not even be his. Like, I couldn't even tell the state that it was from. And so, in retrospect, thinking about it, I should have asked him, well, let me see that ID card again so I can look at it. But anyway, I just simply said, no, thank you. I don't have any money to give. I wish I did, but I don't. And he was like, all right, he turns around and walks off. I have money, but no, you're not about to get it. So, no, thank you. Another time, I'm walking out of the store. This is 9 o'clock at night. And there's this man. He's sitting in a car, a couple of cars down from me. And when I walk out the store, I notice he looks at me 2 or 3 times. First of all, black men don't look at me at all. So why are you looking at me 2 or 3 times? So as soon as he gives me that third look, red flag. So I'm putting my groceries in my car, and he walks up to me, and he's like, hey, sister. There we go. So he says, I'm broke down, and he points his car, the car behind him, and he said, I just need to use your phone to make a phone call for someone to come pick me up. So I'm like, sure. So, I unlock my phone, and I hand it to him, and I'm standing like real close to him because I'm thinking he's going to take my phone and run. And I'm like, dude, do not take my phone. So he makes a phone call, and then whoever's on the other end doesn't answer, and then he goes, just as I thought. And he hands the phone back to me. And somehow in my mind I'm thinking, he's just not going to easily hand my phone back to me and, that be it. So he takes a couple of steps like he's about to walk off, and then he turns around and he's like, you wouldn't happen to have any change on you that you can spare so I can see if I can get a ride home. So I'm thinking to myself, okay. And then I'm a little frustrated, and I go, so did you need to use my phone, or did you just want to ask me for money? He goes, no, I really need to use the phone, I just didn't want to walk up on you, I'm a big black dude, I just didn't walk up on you like that. Well, thank you for being cautious, but you would just been better off straight up asking me for money. Look, I have given people money before. They just straight up asked for it. I gave this white girl in the parking lot who I thought was on drugs, and she asked me for some money to catch the bus. I gave her about $2. So it wasn't the fact that he was necessarily like a black man, but don't play me like that. And the next time, um, I was going to my mailbox, and I saw this African guy, and he has on a backpack. Once again, walking in the hot sun, cooking, and he gives me this big smile and he waves. Automatically know something's up, so I said, no, thank you. He gets a little upset, and he goes, I'm not selling anything. He said, I just want to tell you hi. What's wrong with telling you hi? So I'm thinking to myself, this nigga here. So I immediately just shut up. I didn't say nothing to him. I got my mail and walked off. 15 minutes later, him and another African guy, they knock on my door. And the guy who was trying to greet me, he's standing like a ways off trying to hide. So I looked at my door and I see him standing there. I didn't even answer my door. And then they ring my doorbell again. I just walk off. I didn't even go to my door. I just, didn't even answer. And they walked off. So you are selling something. You know what I mean? Look, everybody has their side hustle. I get that. But stop acting like that's not what you're doing. Okay? So the next example was this guy, he contacted me on social media. This was a long time ago. Back when Black Planet and MySpace and stuff, when those were popular websites. So he contacted me on Black Planet. And I was a little younger at that time, and I was a little naive. I didn't have the knowledge then that I had now. So I thought this guy just wanted to talk to me, maybe be my friend. So, he's talking to me, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe he might have a crush on me. Well, come and find out, anytime he sent me a message, he wanted me to promote his CD. And he actually does have a CD on Amazon. I'm not going to tell you his name or give you the name of the CD because I'm not about to promote him. But he does have a CD. And basically, he was from Houston, and he wanted to know if I knew where there were any clubs, that were popping, so he could, I guess travel, and maybe thought I had connections to get him into these clubs to promote his CD. So I just stopped talking to him. But honestly, I did share one of his links to his CD on one of my social media accounts. I'm like, hey, check out my boy. So I thought we were cool. But come to find out, that wasn't what it was. Because again, there was no hi or anything like that. It was just straight up about his CD. So I cut off contact with him. I stopped responding to him, stopped talking to him. So the last example that I got, and like I said, this is probably like 8 or 9 examples of the probably 100 examples that I have. I was sitting down at a pizza place, and I was, getting an order. So there's this black guy sitting next to me, and I could kind of tell by his energy he wanted to say something to me. So I had my cell phone with me, and I took it out, and, I was looking through it. And he goes, what type of cell phone is that? So I told him what type of cell phone I had. And he goes, can I see? So I immediately hit the power button and then the power button back on, like just to lock the screen, because I was already actively using the phone. So if you hit the power button and then you hit it again, it puts the lock back on the screen. Because I didn't know who this dude was, and I didn't want him getting into my phone. So after that, I hand him the phone, and he looks and he's like, oh, I heard about these type of phones. My friend has this phone. And they say it's this and it's this, and start naming all the bad stuff with the phone. Now, already in my mind, I'm thinking, you a lie, because I use this phone all the time, and I don't have a problem with this phone. So, come to find out, he, once again, business owner, sold cell phones. So he was trying to discredit my cell phone, which I paid a lot of money for, and which I knew was a good cell phone at that time. He tried to discredit my cell phone because he wanted me to stop by his little cell phone shop and go check out his phones. So after he told me about, his cell phone place, he gives me back my phone because I'm reaching for my phone. And so he hands it back. And I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you for the information. He was like, sure. And after that, no more conversation. Got my stuff, I left. He got his stuff, he left. But don't try to discredit what I have trying to promote yourself. Like I said, I'm not supporting you. I don't want your oils. I don't want your perfume. I don't want your Chick-fil-A, business card. Not giving you any money to get home. Don't want your CDs. Not going to your barbershop. Not selling your CD or promoting it or anything of the sort. Because if you can't respect me enough to say hi to me any other time, why would I support you? You can't even hold the door open for me. White men and Hispanic men see me all the time. They're like ladies first. They hold the door open for me. You don't even do that. One particular time, actually, this just happened to me a couple of days ago. I was coming out of the gas station. I had just paid for my gas. And I was going to the door at the same time another black man was. So I just stood back to let him open the door and come in. But he held the door open for me. And I looked at him directly and I said, thank you. He just bit his lip and he just walked into the store. Didn't even say anything to me. I didn't even really look at his face because, you know, I just felt he wasn't going to say anything to me. So I just went in my car and left. But because of that, you know, there's no respect, there's no unity. You guys obviously don't care about us. You're not trying to protect us out on the street. You know, when that young girl got beat up by, well, she was fighting all of those agents. You didn't do anything. You just recorded. You call us every name in the book. Yet, you want me to support you. You want money. You want help. I've had other people help me move heavy items, couches and everything. Even if a woman sees me moving a heavy item, she will help me. But you as a black man, you're standing right there and you're just looking at me. So no thank you. I will pass on your business ventures. Just don't hand me anything. With that, check out my next video and I will be in touch with y'all soon.